guys, I thought I'd do a quick review of a kit I picked up today. It is a Special Hobby Heinkel HE-115B. I got this from my friend Bill from Ottawa Hobby Center. Super guy, hooks me up with all this stuff. I think this was a 2013 release, and it's been re-released. I think it was going for big money on eBay, but it's a pretty cool looking airplane. I like the float planes. The winter scheme's cool. The chip paint, I think that looks pretty sick. 48th isn't my normal scale, but this subject matter, which seems to be more and more my thing, the kind of more obscure stuff, the oddities, generally are, if I can find them in 48th, generally they're a 72nd thing, but 48th is getting more prevalent. But I thought I'd take a quick look at it. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll kind of do this together. It's a fairly big box for 48 scale kit. I'll just grab everything out here, all in one bag, which a lot of people frown upon. We'll see if anything is banged up. I think they just think it jostles in one bag and it can mark it up. The instructions, well, what does it say? I won't read the whole thing, but the Heinkel HE-115 was designed to meet the requirements for naval multi-purpose aircraft in 35, capable of reconnaissance, level bombing, and torpedo attacks. A lot of stuff don't really need to get into. Parts breakdown. Got some resin, some etch, some clear. Do not use. Probably a variant thing. We don't really need to go through all that. We'll see the parts in a minute. Right away, the directions remind me a lot of like a PCM short run kit with resin and plastic. I guess they're all kind of the same. I'm going on a spree of building short run kits, so that's kind of my goal. I have a couple goals on stuff I want to build. One is the aircrafts themselves. There's just certain things I want to build, like FW-190s. I'll probably build a bunch of different variants. 109s even, there's a few variants I want to hit, but I also want to try each manufacturer. I have done a couple PCM Pacific Coast model kits. I'm working on a classic airframes kit right now. The mainstays, I've done trumpeter, I actually haven't done that much Tamiya, but I want to do a Special Hobby kit. I like the float planes, so this might happen this year. I've got some kits ahead of me I gotta get done. I really want to get my A26 done, but anyhow, I'm waffling now, as they say. I prefer this style of, I don't know if you call that acetone sheet or whatever, but I prefer the photo etch that has the dial faces underneath it. Not painted. I think I'm better at it. It's probably a skill set thing for me. It's just something I'm better at. I don't like color photo etch. Here is the gist of the etch. We got some belts, some dashes. Not sure what these guys are. I think these are ladders. I've noticed this aircraft has a boarding ladder permanently attached. I don't know if it's on both sides or not. It seems silly if it was, but maybe that is. pull all this out. Let's zoom back out here. Bag of resin I'll sit to the side. The floats. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What's not so cool is, hard to get this on camera here, the detail. Hard to see in here. They're taking it off the sprue, but it looks like, let's grab a pointer. Looks like there's some detail in here that's cut straight in half by this seam. So me cleaning the seam up, maybe you guys have a better way of doing it, but I completely obliterate the detail and destroy it and then have to try and put it back in. Some of this, I think, is raised, so it might be a challenge, but short run kits are a challenge. That's kind of the idea, so can't really bitch too much. No location pins. They can be chunky at times. It's kind of a weird descriptive, but just chunky plastic, thick in spots where there's detail. Just kind of the nature of the beast. We've got, must be where they poured the mold, but it's not bad. That's pretty cool. Nice panel lines. No riveting. I don't know if there's riveting on this aircraft or not, and with the obscure subjects, sometimes you don't get reference material like you would like. No line drawings or anything. I haven't looked at all, so maybe that stuff is available, and maybe it needs rivets. Maybe they didn't show them. I don't know, but this is a new, kind of newer thing that seems to happen, is they're putting these sprue gate attachment points. They didn't here though. This is kind of the normal way of doing it, and you end up having to clean it up on your shown surface. And this is the newer way they're doing it on the seams. For some reason I don't find this way I get my seams as clean as I used to, but jury's still out on that. Some a little bit of scuffing in there, probably from them being in the same bag, if I can get it in the light. But I'm struggling a little bit with the 48 scale thing, because I find props, engines, cowlings small. I'm just not used to them being that small, but more builds, I'll get onto it, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not bad, like, it might not be as crisp molding as the mainstream kit, but it's pretty friggin' good. Pretty good. The sprues have identifiers on them, which is always good. Some don't. Yeah, nice big chunky wings on it. A lot of surface area on these wings. Now, yeah, there's a. See if we can get this in the light. Still zoomed in a bit much, but you can see that scratch along here, and yeah, my fingernail's definitely catching it. So however that happened is going to have to be dealt with. I don't think it's a crack. It's not through all the way, but let's super zoom there. Motion sickness watching this for the 3 people that'll watch it this far. Not bad. That is, I think, a temperature thing with the plastic. I don't think that it's a big deal, but there's a gouge there. What do we got here? These ones aren't bad. Big chunky wings though, which is cool. Now, how do these wings mount? That's interesting. Really not a hell of a lot there to hold them in. Interesting. Let's take a look at this book and see just how I expect that to happen. I like that identifiers for the version that they supply in the pack. So there's an A and a B, C version. So they tell you what to use for what. That's cool. Some short run stuff leaves you kind of out in the dark on that. And with little reference available, it for me is a struggle. There's those photo etch parts. I didn't know what they were. They go on the floats. Kitty Hawk does that too, I find. They have a question mark within a variant step, like, and then they don't tell you what it's for though. So, how do these wings attach? Wings are on there, wings are on there. Yeah, with nothing. They just glue onto those little tabs they provided. Interesting. And the floats go to the bottom of the nacelles. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Here's the variants, or the camo schemes, I should say. I think that's the one off the cover. I didn't notice the yellow wingtips though, but it's got the winter camo on RLM 73 and 72. That's pretty nice. Their splinters are awesome too. Like the left camos are pretty sweet. Where is this guy? Hard landing on December 28th, 42 in a word I can't pronounce. Herstford, Stavanger, Norway. Lost one of its floats and eventually sunk. The crew escaped unhurt. Has been raised and is being restored. Well, that's cool. This one was in Trondheim, Norway in 42. The upper surfaces were a temporary white finish over water winter operations. Ship markings on the fin are believed to signify involvement in the attacks against Puki 17 convoy, so gives you something maybe to research, which is cool. This one is based at Borkum or Schellenwood in mid-40. The underside surfaces, fuselage and lower wing insignias were roughly overpainted with black distemper fur, so it's a night variant. That's cool. So the crosses are kind of blacked out on it. That's neat. That'd be kind of cool to play with paint wise. I'm assuming, yeah, you'd have to put your decals on and then overspray them. Cool. Looks neat. Looks nice. It is a nice looking kit. I like the glass. It reminds me of the Italian P308, I think it is. How it has glass here, so it kind of looks like it's got multiple canopies. It's badass. I think I'm going to build this as soon as I get a couple of my current builds done. I will add this. I wanted to do a special hobby kit, and I want to do this aircraft, so it kind of fits. Sorry, I know it's not the best review. I'm not really into model kit reviews. because I can tell you it looks like it has finely engraved panel lines and crisply molded detail and all that stuff, but until you build it, who knows what's going to happen. There's nothing in here that looks obviously bad. It looks nice. So if it builds nice, it'll be a good kit. Take a quick peek at this resin. Just to see how much is in here. I'll get rid of this. Sorry, I leave this here to get the camera in frame. It's not bad. The detail that's there is good. Some radio boxes, I believe, or ammo, but I think they're radio boxes. Not bad. Some barrels, guns. These would be grills, I believe. They have like a mesh pattern on them. These magazine clips. Might be. Fuselage pieces. I'm assuming this is a pitot or something that's popped off. If I can get it with my GIMP hands here. That's popped off of here. I'm assuming that's what that is. Don't know what the hell that is. More magazines. And don't know. Gun sight, part of the gun. Don't know. So yeah, looks nice. Oh, clear parts. Do you want to look at clear parts? I always forget shit right in the middle of the video, and then I see it, and ooh, look at that. Something I completely forgot about. How clear are the clear parts? Without using the camera, just using my eye. They could be better. They're not phenomenal, but they're not bad at all. Yeah, they're not that bad. I was probably being a little bit too harsh there. They're okay. I've never dipped anything in Future, and just the amount of shit that is talked about Future, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll just give it a go. And either it will, well, there's only three things it could do. Nothing, work awesome, or wreck it and make me bitch about it on social media. So I guess that would be a fun experiment to run, but quite a bit of glass there. Mask set maybe would have been cool. I'm not sure what is available. Let's try my eBays. 148 HE-115. There is this kit in Scandinavian service for $75 American. And a bunch of this kit. I see no aftermarket whatsoever at all. Does that mean there isn't any? No. Yeah, I typed masks in, I don't see any. So I don't know if there's a mask set or not. Not on eBay anyways, but maybe on Sprue Bros. Somewhere else. Excuse me, tired. So yeah, there we are. It's the Special Hobby 148 Heinkel HE-115B. Badass German float plane. See you later, fellas.